Okay, I'm at my third football game with the 300-2.8, the new GM 300-2.8, and let's get into it. I am loving it. If you notice, I don't have a monopod. It's the first time I'm shooting a 300-2.8 in a football game in probably 30 years, because I always went 2.46 in my career. And until they make a 200 f2, see, I'm already looking for the next lens. But anyway, I'm really enjoying it. I'm using the 1.4 converter a lot. Then I take it off when they get close. I'm really enjoying. I think I'm getting a little bit more than I would with a 4, because without the monopod, it's clunky, and you could be a lot more organic in your movement when you're doing it with just handheld. And I think I find receivers quicker too. And I'm also looser, but it's actually working out really well. I'm so impressed with how light it is. There's just nothing to it. And I'm so happy that we now have a super fast, super lightweight, super telephoto in the family, so to speak. So I'll do more, obviously, after this game, and we'll keep talking about this for the video, but thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being patient with me as we wait for Sony to make this lens that's now a reality. It's awesome.
Okay, so this first picture I was pretty lucky to get. It's a quarterback all stretched out in the air, throwing to the receiver, who is also in the frame, which is kind of cool. The 300-2.8 obviously is a little looser than the 400-2.8, which is what I'm more used to for high school football and football in general. You see more, you get more, bottom line. So I think the big takeaway for me after shooting 3 games with this thing is that you really, you don't get quite the eye candy that the 400-2.8 produces, but what you do get is you don't miss much. It's like a street sweeper. So that's a big benefit. This is 4,000 ISO, 12/50th, so it's a pretty dark field. This first game I shot in Tennessee down at Heritage High School, south of Maryville, near the mountains, and it was dark. And also, I didn't bring a teleconverter. I just wanted to shoot the lens as a pure 300 for this game, and I'm glad I did. So this is cropped in probably a quarter of the frame, just some linemen going at it. Thought it looked pretty good. I love the blood on his right hand, the guy in red. Just little, racing's rubbing and rubbing's racing, right? Again, notice I've gone to 5,000 ISO. 4,000 wasn't quite cutting it. So I'm at 12/50th, which means I like to shoot 2,000th as a bottom. But in this instance, I thought it was appropriate to go to, 12/50th. It was just pretty dark there. It's nice to get a fingertip release. I get that whenever I can. This is blown up probably half the frame, something like that. Obviously, these are all shot with the A1, and to be fair, I have cropped these, I have toned them, and I've run them through Topaz. Sorry, brain fart there. But anyway, this is probably, a third of the frame cropped in. It's this guy going up. It's funny how fast he's moving, but how little off the ground he is. Interesting. Another quarterback release. I was lucky to get this one, and with the eyes and all that. And, the LED lights there were, not great, but they were pretty good. So I'm at 6,400 ISO now. So different parts of the field, it's, it varies from 4,000 to 6,400. You have to keep changing it to get the correct exposure. Another quarterback look here. You can kind of see here in the background how out of focus the background is. So you can see the bench, the other team's bench watching, and even another, looks like a wide receiver that's way left of the quarterback. They're way out of focus. So if you're worried about the 300 not being able to give you enough out of focus in the background, it's great. It's really, really great. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. And also, just look at the defensive lineman from Central High School who's trying to hop up in front of 55 and 51. He's way out of focus. I mean, fuzzball. So it doesn't take much to knock things out of focus. It's a really nice lens. So if you're thinking you're going to buy the 3 and not the 4 and give up a lot, you're not going to give up that much. Okay, so this is a reception that was an interception, unfortunately, and the guy from Central pulled it down. instead of the guy from Heritage. And you can see that there. And this is, again, cropped in a little bit, probably half the frame. The lens is incredibly sharp. It also, because of the camera and the lens working together, it sees through face masks pretty well, and you can actually get IAF even when they're wearing face masks. Like, this is a great example of that. You can see a catch light in his right eye. He's really, really sharp. This is like too tight, but I just thought it was a kind of an interesting picture. Notice the eye catch light in the eye of number 7, and the camera and the lens are cooperating quite nicely together, giving very, very sharp focus. Okay, another release. Got really lucky on that one. That's about half the frame, so I was right behind the line of scrimmage. If you want to get a picture like this, try going 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage and with the action going away from you, and you can get these, as long as it's a right-hander. If it's a left-hander, you're on the wrong side of the field. Back to 5,000 ISO, midfield. This is a big guy. He's making a run for it. It's a nice run. He cuts left right towards me, which I very much appreciate. 5,000 ISO, nice eye sharp. I mean, really, really crispy frames. I love this lens. It's just wonderful lens. Both feet off the ground, running. Love it. Love it. Yep. Here's a hit. This is a big, big crop. This is probably 1/4 or 1/5 of the frame total. But I loved his face. You could see his face in there, even though it's not great light. But again, I love the defensive linemen. People forget about them, but they're great. They're really great to shoot. Long pass play kind of went away from me, but I still have one eye. I'll take it. And this is probably, I'd say, 1/6 of the total frame. Again, running up, going left around the defenders. Just look how sharp it is. I mean, you can see detail on the shoe, the Nike logo. I mean, the wrist wrapping. It's just great. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. So this is all the way across the field. It's really dark where he is, and he's kind of hopping up and running down the sideline. This is a huge crop, and I know it's grainy, but you know what? It's still a good picture, and people freak out about noise and stuff. It's not that big a deal. Make sure it's in focus. That's all that really matters. Get the good action. This is 6400. This is probably 1/7 of the frame, 1/7 of the frame. And this is full frame. This is like, again, notice the IAF is working even though he's wearing a face mask. Very cool. Yep. The central quarterback looking downfield. Look how sharp it is in his eyes. You can see the stadium lights reflecting in his eyes, and they're really, really sharp. I keep talking about the IAF, but I just love the eye. I'm so used to it now. When I have to go back and look at images I shot with Canon and Nikon back in the day, I can't believe what I kept because, it's mostly out of focus on faces. This was the last play before the half. They just barely, it started raining, and then the guy popped out of the middle of the pile, plopped right down the end zone, and scored. Okay, this is Grapevine, Texas. So this is north of Dallas a little bit, in the town of Grapevine High School, the Mustangs. Lots of light here. This is like, one of the great palaces of Texas, which is high school Friday night lights. I'm at 2500th of a second, and I'm at 4,000 ISO. And look at that detail. This is a kick return. I'm shooting just with a 300-2.8 as a prime, all the way across field. This guy runs all the way down and scores. Really, really nice job. Now he's by himself. Totally by himself. He's approaching the end zone. Now he's in the end zone. Little showboat there. And then the react when he sees his buddies. Pretty cool. Note the background is really out of focus. It looks good. I mean, it's really clean. I like it. Here's a kick return going the other way. Number 11 from Wyatt. Take a look at that opposite sideline, the sideline on the other side of the field, way blown out of focus. So, this is a really, really nice lens. Don't think that the 300-2.8 is got nothing on the 400-2.8. It's got plenty of bokeh for sure, bokeh to burn. I love the eye black glistening. That's really cool. Kick return. You need about 2,000th of a second to really stop somebody in high school. 2,500th is better, but this really got him pretty much frozen. Even his foot's not moving. Another kick return from Grapevine. Number 14, booking upfield. This one needed more contrast. Sorry, my bad. By the way, these are all shot as HIF files, HIF files. This is an option with Sony, so you don't have to shoot JPEG or RAW. And it's 16-bit color, which is astounding, and you get incredible, incredible detail. And the files are less than a third of the size of a JPEG. So this is what I'm doing these days. It's great. Look how sharp that is. And the stands out of focus behind him. Those stands are way, way back there. Look at that sweat. Notice the eye. So the IAF is piercing not just the face mask, but through a visor. I love it, man. Pretty girls in the stands cheering the team on. Yeah, look how sharp that is. This is pretty close to full frame. I cropped a little bit, but not much. But you can see just how crispy these files are. You can see eyelashes and, the glove, the 9% or whatever that is, an Under Armour glove. You can just see all that. I'm just going to let's go ahead and look in here a little bit just for fun, because it's just so crazy how sharp this is in this area here. It's just his eyes. It's just great. I love it. Here's a pass reception from the other side of the field. He's running up the other sideline. Notice his eye is totally sharp, and then catches the ball, even in traffic and stuff. It's cool. Grapevine quarterback, looking downfield, looking for somebody to throw to. Running back. Look how sharp that face is, those catch lights in the eyes. Here's a reception. It's so nice, with a 300-2.8, I mentioned this before, but when you see more, you get more. You really do. And I've got this ball, before it even enters the frame. I'm on the receiver so early because I'm not using a 4. And this is the great benefit of a 300-2.8. You see more, left, right, up, down. You can get more, definitely. So here it is, coming in, mouth open. It's kind of funny. And it's funny, most of them, they look away before they catch the ball because they know where it's coming. So they're already thinking about going upfield. Nice little scrum here. It's so sharp. Look at the background behind. There's nothing there. It's all blown out. Grapevine running back again. He gets loose from this other guy on the ground and then gets out of traffic and then fumbles the ball, unfortunately. And there's multiple frame where the ball goes behind other players. I keep shooting, pick them up on the other side. Notice the A1 never misses a beat. It stays on my guy as he tries to get this ball. And a flag goes down. Okay, another kick return. This is a long ways off. Look how sharp that is. This lens is a dream. It's great. It's so lightweight and so easy to whip around. I find that my composition is much better than with a 4 and a monopod. When you get rid of that monopod and you're not in pain, you really see things. Here's this receiver again. I got a lot of stuff from him. This works out great. This guy's jubilation after a touchdown. Running back again. You can see how bright these lights are. This is now 10,000 ISO with a 1.4 converter attached. So here's the 1.4 in there. Back to a 300-2.8 prime. Another reception. And now we go to a college game, which starts in sort of light, and then it gets to be a night game. So I start out, I'm at 1,000 ISO, 2,500th of a second. This is the kicker. Just really gorgeous. Look at that background. Man, it's nice. These guys are cool. They stand on the wall the whole time with their chaps on and their hats. And you got to love Texas, man. You got to love purple, and you got to love Texas. So running back coming through in traffic. Notice the light is falling now. I've got 2,000 ISO, so the light's starting to go. It's still in the sky, but this is kind of dirty play. The guy's pulling on his man bun or whatever you call it. Ouch. Notice the other sideline, how fuzzy it is, how out of focus. Even the referee is right there. He's gone. 300-2.8 has great resolving power to blow out that background. Okay. Sorry about that. Led Zeppelin wanted to start playing music for some reason. Let me quit this. Sorry about that. Nice reception. I was a little late, to be honest, but I've got him in the air at least. He's fallen down. That's probably full frame. 5,000 ISO now, so it's really dropping. This is 420 f4. So with the 1.4 converter continuing. Yeah, nice takedown by a sea of purple. This is a really long pass play. Whenever you see the quarterback's eyes go up that high, you know that ball is going far. And so this is 6,400 ISO, 420mm f4 with the 1.4 extender. And here is the receiver waiting, and I'm on him early. Thank God. He's looking, he's waiting. The ball is coming. There you go. And he's caught it. And now he's got to get rid of that defender who touches his foot, his heel, and then he's gone, which was the story of the game. It was like over 50 to, I think it was 50-0 or 50-7 or something like that. It was really lopsided. Here's the kicker all stretched out. 420 f4 still. Here's a scrambling quarterback for Morehead State. Deep in the pocket, trying to get away from a defender. Yep. Little fingertip release there. Yep. Okay. Quarterback back in the pocket again. Oh, look how sharp that is. Also, look at the lighting. It's just so cool. Like the sidelines are darker than the middle of the field, and you really see that. The new LEDs really focus light better than the old style lights. This little kid was really cute. Look, check out his pants, his football pants. He's out there with his dad. Look at the catch lights in the eye. This is 8,000 ISO because he's way on the sideline, so it's kind of dark over there. This is a pass play that went out of bounds. I never would have had this with a 4. I just don't think I would have, because I'm looking past people through the sideline at this play going out of bounds. I just don't think I would have had this. So there's another one with the little boy. He was so cute. Again, 420 f4 handheld, 8,000 ISO. All right, Morehead State, fingertip release. Boy, I wish I had light like this around here in Tennessee. This is amazing. So we're still at 420, running back booking up field. Another pass play in the end zone. This is probably 2.5 stops darker than it should have been. This should have been like a 20,000 ISO or something like that. But I had to just open it up and post, and it held together fine. I'm telling you, these high files, if you haven't tried them, they're amazing. Just in traffic there. Oh my gosh. I've got to figure this out. Okay. This was a unsportsmanlike call where this guy, after the whistle, picked this guy up and threw him 180 degrees on the ground. And this is number 8, reacting to the referee calling him for unsportsmanlike. He threw a flag, and it was a really bad move. And they didn't need to do that. They were way ahead, so it's kind of a shame. Hate to see that in sports. Quarterback back in the pocket, scrambling to get away. Number 0's picked him up. He's in the chase. I love how both feet are off the ground of the quarterback as he's trying to round the corner. Here's a release from the Texans. Nice fingertip release. Here's another new quarterback for Morehead State under pressure. And then he's taken down and sacked. Good job, 93. It's kind of funny how the ball can smush like that with the right shutter speed. This is just 1/1600th of a second, but I hit it just right. So here's another long release by the quarterback. You can tell that the ball's going to go really far. Running back moving through traffic up the middle. Check out the chin strap where it is on his nose. I just thought that was a cool picture. It's not that great. This is probably a quarter of the frame, by the way. Yep. Got to go a little faster now. You can kind of see. If this doesn't help you understand the 300-2.8 and the pictures it can make, I mean, nothing will. So I can't wait to add it to my arsenal. This is cool. So he's looking. I'm on him. Number 53 starts getting in the way. Watch the quarterback's eyes. The camera's not failing. Still has his right eye. Now it's got his left eye. It will not let go. And then the release to that. I love the IAF. I mean, the stickiness of the focus is so great in tracking autofocus. I love it. All this is shot, by the way. I shoot everything the same. It's tracking, flexible spot, medium. That's really all I do. Yep. Quarterback in the pocket looking for a way out. Here's a little tiny running back, little guy. Man, he was like a fire plug, though. Super strong and really quick. Makes it around, but gets caught up. Oh, I just love this. I wish I could shoot Texas Friday Night Lights every Friday. I think this is the last picture, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's it. So back to the studio. Hey, thanks so much for watching the video. I know it was a long one, but I think it's even more important to see what the lens produced versus like its specifications and stuff like that. So hopefully you found this useful. Please, please, please consider using my affiliate links below to buy one. And then it helps me to help you, help me, help you, help me, help you, and so on, how it goes. Thanks so much for watching.